and gentlemen who are watching us, welcome to our next segment, which we are calling Marriage, Heaven, or Hostage. So, guys, I'll be honest with you, and I'll tell you something I wish someone had told me before I got married. Guys, marriage is not going to cure your loneliness. If anything, marriage is going to magnify your loneliness. So if you're entering marriage with the expectation that your partner is going to save you from yourself, I'll be honest right now and tell you that you will resent your partner when they do not succeed. Why? Because you need to be self-aware. Yeah? Sometimes you have to save yourself. It's not going to be your partner. So Miss J, you've been waiting for this long. You've been praying. We've been believing God for marriage. What's your biggest fear about marriage?
Oh, my biggest fear about marriage. You see, waiting for long, and you keep yourself. You're working on, like, towards marriage. You want, like, your husband, my husband, to find me ready.
Yes.
And find me, like, all these years I am preparing myself for my marriage.
Yes.
And of course, I want it to be a good marriage. So my fear is to be in that marriage, land with a man who, in quotes, is a good husband, and then in there, every day I am hurting, silently. That is, like, my biggest fear. To be in a marriage which is not working.
After all this time that you have been waiting and praying.
Yeah.
I get that. And I think today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak up for the married women who can't, because honestly, since I got married, like, there's a lot of experiences that you hear about, or that you read about, or that you watch about. So it's really, how can I put it? It's hard, exactly the way you've said, that sometimes this marriage that is supposed to be a covenant between two people now turns out to be a cage. And sometimes it turns out to be a cage, not even because, like, your partner maybe is bad, but sometimes it's because you yourself, you had trauma. You remember, like, that video you recorded where you told people, please heal from your trauma. You heal from your trauma so that you don't carry it into, like, your next relationship. So for some people, like you said, you wait, you pray, you do everything, but you have baggage that you have not worked through from your almost relationships, or from, like, your almost this, like, that hurt and that disappointment. You've not worked through it, and now you've entered the marriage. And sometimes it might even be in a marriage to a good man. What would you say about that, in vis-a-vis your fear?
First thing is, if that is, if you actually realize that you have actually come into this marriage with your baggage. The thing is, you need to know that you've come with your baggage, but your spouse would have also come with maybe his baggage.
His own.
So what do? You have to balance and accept the situation you're in, and then seek for help. Maybe try to work on yourself, heal. I would rather prefer you heal before you enter that marriage. But if you find you've entered this marriage and you still have this baggage and it's going to affect your marriage, whether you like it or not, you need to work on it. You need to work on it. As Christians, you can ask God for healing. And if it needs more, like counseling or anything else, then go for it, for the sake of your marriage.
Sake of your marriage.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. So, what advice would you give to single women who are so hungry for this marriage, but how can I put it? they haven't really like taken time to, you see, like how you said, for you, you're preparing, you get your mindset is preparing for the coming of your husband. Why aren't more young women doing this? Like, why are they just seated there waiting, just mere, and are not working on their on their spirituality, or like emotionality, mentality? Why are so many not? Why are they not like you?
I really have no idea, because and I would expect any woman who wants real relationship, real marriage, they should be preparing themselves.
What are some of the ways in which they could be preparing themselves for marriage?
Well, they can start working on their finances. They work on their keeping their home, basically. Like, do they know how to take care of a home? Do they know how to take care of a child? What do they know about childbirth? What do they know about taking care of another human being? Taking care of their health. Their mental health is very important.
Very important, yes.
Yeah, because you're going in as the one person and you're going to have another person. Can you actually deal with another person in your space every day? Can your mind handle that? Can your heart handle that? Every day, remember, you have weaknesses, they have weaknesses. So all those things, they are for thinking about it. It might be look small, but it's not a small
It's
thing.
really not
Yeah, when
at
you
all.
think about it, like for me, I really love my space, being alone, knowing that my space is clean. Here is where I put this, and there is where I put that, and you know, you will go and come back and find how you did your things, you know. But then there is this person coming in. Like, these are things we need to think about. They are coming in, you don't know how they deal with their stuff. So as small as it may look, it is not small.
It is
So those are
preparation.
things that we need to prepare for. Have you lived with other people that you can be able to know that I can actually handle living with
With someone else.
someone else?